This is New Mexico Frontiers. Presented by Verus Research.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us, guys, on this episode of the New Mexico Frontiers digital series. I am Logan Rader.
And I'm Monica Wicki, and we're the hosts of New Mexico Living. If you've watched New Mexico Living or caught the title sponsor of this series, you may have heard this company before, Verus Research. Today we're joined by two members of Verus. We have Jennifer Sloan Warren and Tiffany Burnson. Jennifer and Tiffany, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, well, let's just start off, Jennifer, with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I work for Verus Research. My official title is technical advisor, but I like to more think of myself as a research scientist, a physicist. I got my degree in astrophysics, and I spend a lot of time at my company really involved in mentoring our younger engineers, both men and women, but I have a special place in my heart for mentoring young females in the community.
Amazing stuff.
Very, very cool. Tiffany, same question for you.
My name is Tiffany Burnson, and I have actually been at Verus Research for 5 years now, starting as an intern. It was during my time as a master's in electrical engineering, and I finally earned it now. Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then right now I'm actually working as the systems integration team lead on the applied nuclear research portfolio.
Wow, very impressive between the two of you. Absolutely incredible stuff being done. To kind of, piggyback off what you were saying about, having that soft spot in your heart for women in tech, that's kind of, or in STEM, that's kind of what this interview is really based around, kind of talking about women in STEM. We've heard about Einstein and Oppenheimer, but there are a lot of women in STEM that have made a lot of strides, Marie Curie, for example. So I just kind of want to ask, from back then to now, things were different then, but that lack of equality that we were seeing back then in STEM, is this still something we're seeing today? Is that still present?
Not as much, but most definitely. I always, when I'm in a meeting or a conference or something, I kind of count the people, and then I count the women and do a little percentage. And it's always like 10, 20% women. So there's more than ever. When I started in this community, I'm going to date myself, but like 25 years ago, no women, nothing. So it's a big deal seeing what we do see now. It's really progressed, but it could progress a lot more for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, when I was in school, there was maybe like 5 of us out of 100 in class.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you would say that would you say that there's an imbalance in genders involved in STEM still to this day?
Still to this day, definitely.
Wow, noticeably too.
Noticeably.
Why do we think that is?
I wanted to actually ask Tiffany this question because when I was going through it, the older people in the community didn't necessarily support young women in it. And fighting through that was a challenge, and I could understand why women want to have to go through that strife. But when I got older in my career and it seemed easier, I just thought, well, maybe women just don't want to be in it. Maybe it's just not for them. And I wanted to ask a younger engineer if that's how she thinks maybe they feel, or we're just not being supported enough. I'm not sure.
I've actually ran into a lot of younger people that are really interested in STEM. I think it's just more intimidating.
Okay.
In the sense of like, women are quieter about their confidence and about the knowledge that they have, and they kind of step back and saying, hey, I'm awesome at this, So nowadays I feel like there's a lot more women that support each other and saying like, you are awesome and we can be awesome together. So that's how I
love
feel.
that.
Yeah.
A question for you guys. Because clearly there's still a little lack of equality here. We have
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Sorry.
Not even a little, a lot. Do you feel like this massive gap in equality is actually hurting the field of STEM?
I do, because one thing that got me through it was knowing as a woman you had to assign yourself to that age-old adage of you have to work twice as hard to be half as good. So it makes us really good. And I see that with the younger women that I work with. They work really hard. And we work with some brilliant men in our company. We really do. But the women I work with, I almost always see them be better. I'm sorry. It's true.
I love that, though. No, I love that. And if that's true, it is. It sounded like you were describing maybe a little bit of like an imposter syndrome thing happening where they're not like stepping into their power and being like, I deserve to be here. I have a seat at the table. It's, something that I've earned and worked hard for. So what recruiting efforts could we see change in the realm of STEM to really attract more women?
The ones that Verus Research has been kind of doing is we do some volunteering at, middle schools, Girl Scouts.
Science fairs, we like to judge at science fairs,
And it's really just the support of like, it's okay if you don't want to be in STEM, but also like, it's good to be here too. We still have fun. We still do things like be innovative or creative.
Yeah.
How is Verus maybe working to change this narrative? What is Verus doing to maybe flip the script? Is it 95% men? What are we doing to maybe balance this out here over at Verus?
So at Verus, what they do to help really support the women that are already in the company is we have the Women's Professional Forum that was created about 2 years ago. Myself and some other women got together and decided that monthly we would have these meetings, and they would be on site at the company and paid for. You didn't have to take time off to do it. And we could pick any topic we wanted. So sometimes we do a book club and we all read a book and then discuss it. Sometimes we go to happy hour. And they pay for that too, which is amazing. And then we just have general discussions. We come up with different topics, how you feel about being a woman navigating family and a job, or how you feel as a woman in the tech community, whatever topics we want to come up with. And they also support us a lot. They're very invested in DEI. And sort of whatever idea you come up with. This in particular, our communications officer reached out to us, or myself, and asked if I had any topics. And it was like, let's talk about women in tech. I had just won the award, and a meeting had come up about DEI that I'm going to attend. And she reached out to our leadership, and they immediately were down with it. Suggested that Tiffany come with me, and so they support us all around. It's pretty impressive.
Taking steps to add inclusion here is super vital, I feel like, with Verus.
Well, and supporting you for sure, but you guys have done so much of it on your own. My next question is for the both of you. Starting in STEM, in a field that maybe there was not a lot of women representation when you started, and still today we're not seeing the women representation that we want. What has been so rewarding? Like when you think back to when you decided you wanted to do this, and then you think of everything you've accomplished, what's been the most rewarding thing of like, yes, I did the right thing. This has been the most fulfilling career choice for me.
Well, I just feel proud of myself.
Yeah.
In general. But what I'm really finding a lot of reward in, and also something that Verus helps support, is mentoring. And I mentor both men and women, but again, I have a special place in my heart for women. And I like to mentor them both personally and professionally. And when I see them, their courage grow, and their strength and their confidence, and I see them learning and start working more independently, it just really does my heart good. It feels so good to just see them happy. And they don't have to struggle nearly as hard as I did. And I want that for them so badly.
Absolutely. I guess I kind of have a question maybe for both of you. If there was a young girl out there, who was really interested in STEM, that field, but feels like I'm not going to be, I don't, what advice would you give to a young girl right now who wants to take that leap, who wants to get into this field? What would you say to her?
Well, I kind of felt that way when I was younger, and it was really cool because, honestly, I just took every opportunity that came my way in the sense of like, hey, you can take this class, hey, you can go do this job, and like, okay, cool. And that kind of allows you to see what you like and what you're good at and builds your confidence in that area. So I would just say take the opportunities as they come and search for them too.
I want to acknowledge this, Jennifer. You said it just earlier. You're getting recognized soon. You just won the 2025 Women in Tech Award. So congratulations to you. That's absolutely amazing. This is a wonderful milestone for you. You're going to be awarded, you're going to get this award at the upcoming ceremony at the National, it's the Women in Tech Is it
Women in Technology.
Women in
At the
Technology.
Hispanic Cultural Center.
There we go. You're going to get this award. What does it mean to you to win this?
It's a huge honor.
Yeah.
Verus was required to write a nomination, and they brought in a bunch of people to help with that. And, I mean, people said really wonderful things about me that I had no idea. One mentee of mine who's really special to me, Dana, she said something that it really made me, like, tear up, that we had such a good connection, and I was really supporting her. And she supports me. I learn from her all the time. It's amazing. I learn from my mentees all the time. So winning this award was a huge honor and made me feel really special.
Well, you earned it for sure. So
And,
congratulations.
and I just want to say this. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt. I have 2 daughters, so them seeing this, and they're going to come with me. I'm going to take them out of school, and they'll sit with me. And I think it's really important for them to understand what this is, because right now they don't know. They're young, too young. But
Sure.
hopefully they'll remember and give them bravado in life.
That they can do anything they set their minds to.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Guys, is there anything that we missed or anything else you guys want to add before we close out today?
Oh, I am good, but thank you for having us. This has been a great experience.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you
You
guys.
guys are a lot of fun.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
You made it a lot
Appreciate it.
easier. 'Cause
This was
right.
really, really great. We appreciate y'all's time and just having a really honest conversation about what it's like to be women in STEM and how it is really rewarding. And you do deserve to be there, but it doesn't come without its set of challenges. So thank you for kind of pulling the curtain back on that. This was really enlightening, and I enjoyed getting to chat with you guys about it.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Really cool. Yeah.
Guys, if you want to learn more about this, or if you want to dive more into the work that Verus is doing here in New Mexico, or check out more episodes of Frontiers, head over to our website. That's KRQE.com.